Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little bit different as I will be making ornaments. So to start with, I have these little glass ball ornaments and I'm going to pull off the top. Now inside my ornaments, I am going to add some of this pearl mixative along with a color. For this first one, I'll be using Espresso. I'm just squeezing it in there, adding a little bit of the mixative. Make sure to shake that first. It does have a little ball in there so that you can mix the stuff evenly. And I have my little puffer tool and I am just trying to evenly coat this whole ornament with this now pearlescent brown alcohol ink. Do this in a well ventilated area. This stuff is pretty smelly. Now after fiddling and fussing with this for a while, I finally did get it coated pretty well. For the next ornaments, I'm not actually going to use the puffer quite as much as I did with this one. But this is how this one turned out. Now for my second one, I started out using multiple different inks, so you'll see all the red ones here, but I decided I liked Poppy Field the best. So squeezing that in, doing the mixative, which is the pearlescent one, and as you see, I did start to do the little puffer in there. It works, but it does make some sort of bald patches, which is less than desirable. The other option that I found later that works better is just add a little bit more and then continue to rotate the bulb around until it coats the entire thing. The only problem with this is you do have to use enough that it will still be moving after you have coated the whole thing. So you will have to spend some time turning it around unless you want a lot of the pigment to sink to one side of the ornament, which I did not. I did quite a few of these alcohol ornaments last year. And you could probably put the alcohol ink on the outside, but then you'd have to seal it up with something, and I didn't want to do that, which is why I have my alcohol ink on the inside. Bonus is it's a little bit less messy, as I only ended up with a few alcohol splatters on my hands. Now I've basically repeated the whole process with green, so I use this Everglades green. Once everything was dry, I'm using this spackle. It is from Dap. It is lightweight. And I have a little sandwich bag. I have a homemade piping tip that I made out of a Pepsi can. Don't judge me. I didn't want to have to buy a piping tip. Like, I have a bunch, but they're for cakes, and you can't use this for spackle and then use it for cake. So anyway, I just have a little spatula thing. I have prepared my piping bag, and now I am going to pipe around the top of my ornament. Now, this brown one actually turned out the best out of all three, partially because I guess I wasn't rushing as much for the first one, and my piping bag was getting empty for the red one, and then I had to refill for the green one, and yeah, it was just kind of a mess. So here you see me, I added a tiny little polymer clay gingerbread guy that I have made, which if you guys want, I will show a video on that. I've also made the little clay chocolate chips. They've already been baked, and I'm just attaching them to the top. Just sort of like a cupcake. It's cute. Now, I was stupid, okay? This is top heavy. It's not heavy. It's just, if it's heavier on the top. And bloop, there it went on my desk. Thankfully, I was able to save it. I did get my finger in it, which unfortunately was probably the biggest damage to the cupcake because it laying flat down. It mostly just pushed the gingerbread down, and I guess the top got caught on the mat. Yeah, that was stupid of me. But anyway, I didn't make that mistake again. So here, I'm doing the exact same thing. I'm just piping 2 rings around the top. And here I got a little bit too close to the bulb top. So that was going to make it hard to hang. So I just kind of try to shove that out of the way. Are these perfect? No, they're not. It's okay. For the red one and the green one, I have made a corresponding colored candy cane with polymer clay, and I have some little clay sprinkles that I made. Those just go right on top, and I'm going to let these dry. Again, I repeated the process for the green as well, and then here's what they look like on the tree once they're done. Now you could add a wrapper or something, but I left mine as they are. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll be back with another video soon. Bye!